The views and opinions of the following show do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of News Talk 1450 WOL, Radio 1 Incorporated, or their management.
This is Montgomery Mosaic on 1450 WOL, WPRS HD2, and worldwide on WOLDCnews.com. Montgomery Mosaic features topics of interest to Montgomery County residents, businesses, and visitors. Here now are your hosts, Deborah Milo and Ron Thompson.
Good morning, Ron. It's good to see you.
Good morning.
Today we have two guests from an organization called the Gandhi Brigade. Our first guest is Valerie Graham, Program Director, and after the break we're going to chat with Abraham Berhanu. You know, she and I were talking about this morning, Valerie that is, about how to pronounce the name correctly, and of course I've got it wrong, but I'm going to give it my best. And he's an alumnus and a current volunteer. For our listeners who might not be familiar with the Gandhi Brigade is an organization which provides programs in the Washington, D.C. area to empower youth to become leaders in their communities. Valerie, welcome to Montgomery Mosaic.
Thank you so much. I'm delighted to be here.
So how long has the Gandhi Brigade been in existence, and can you talk a little further about its mission and focus?
The Gandhi Brigade began in the summer of 2005, and its mission is to help young people realize their inner and collective power to become champions of the common good. We do that through teaching young people media skills in photography, digital graphic design, and video production. And we also have a focus on social justice. So we spend some time exploring power and privilege and working with our young people to create projects that explore important topics to them so that they're able to make an impact in their communities using their media skills.
Wow.
I know you're very excited about the upcoming Youth Media Festival planned for May 31st in downtown Silver Spring. What exactly is this, and what can folks expect to see and do at this annual festival?
The Youth Media Festival is our signature event every year. This is the 7th annual Youth Media Festival. It takes place at the Silver Spring Civic Building. Our day begins with a 4-hour film video competition where pre-registered teams are able to create videos with a theme and an element in a 4-hour period of time. So from writing and producing, filming and editing a finished piece, and then that'll be entered into a juried competition. We also have video screenings, photo and graphic design exhibits for people who have submitted to the juried competition. There's an award ceremony and also interactive workshops in theater arts, issue-based advocacy, hip-hop emceeing, and photography perspectives. We're expecting a great turnout. We've got a lot of people volunteering and a lot of partner organizations involved in supporting our event. The day ends with a performance outside on the plaza with young people who have submitted performance videos. So we'll be finishing the day out on the plaza with a lot of fun and music.
That's great.
That is great. What's a performance video? A little more about that.
Well, when I say performance video, what I meant is people who are auditioning to perform have sent in videos of their performances. So there'll be live performances. All of them this year will be musical performances, but in the past they've been some spoken word and dance performances as well.
Wow, that sounds amazing. If you've just tuned in, welcome to Montgomery Mosaic. We're talking to Valerie Graham, Program Director of the Gandhi Brigade. Can we go back a little bit to talk about the philosophy of the Gandhi Brigade? I really want to understand, and I want the listening audience to really see what this is all about.
Sure. So Mahatma Gandhi had a philosophy that the way that governments prepare for war, they train brigades. They don't send untrained soldiers into war. And so his philosophy was that in doing the work of peace, that we had to train brigades of people with the tools of nonviolent resistance to go in and be effective in their fight. And so Gandhi Brigade has incorporated this philosophy in giving our young people the tools, the media tools and the advocacy tools and the social justice perspective for them to be able to do important work in promoting the social good.
That's amazing. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the past projects that the Gandhi Brigade has been involved in? Tell us about, the kinds of projects, describe them for us.
Sure. Gandhi Brigade has a summer program called the Social Justice Summer. In the Social Justice Summer, they have had the opportunity to work with young people who are engaged in an internship, a paid internship program to create documentaries. So in the past, they've created documentaries including The Rights of Butterflies, which was a documentary that followed a young undocumented immigrant student who was who had worked really hard in Montgomery County schools and was trying to pull together resources to be able to attend University of Maryland. She had gotten accepted, she had worked really hard, and but was really having difficulty before the passage of the DREAM Act in pulling together the resources to be able to attend college as an out-of-state student, which is the challenge that many undocumented families face. And so our team worked to create a documentary called The Rights of Butterflies. You can go and see it on our website, which is www.gandhibrigade, the H is after the D, .org. And this video was really useful in some of the advocacy that was taking place around the Maryland DREAM Act. And so we're very proud of it.
What is the Promoters Program, and how does it help young people?
The Promoters Program is our overarching monthly meetings where it's the social justice component. So our young people are organized into tribes. There's the photography tribe, the graphic design tribe, and the producers tribe, which does the video production. And all of them collectively meet on a monthly basis in the promoters meeting, and that's where we do our social justice exploration. Many of those meetings are planned by our young people. We have guest speakers. We explore social justice issues. So it's the promoters meeting ends up being the thread that brings all of the tribes together so that we can be on the same page about the social justice issues that are important to them.
What are some of the other types of projects, such as the Designers Tribe? Because I was on the website too, and just kind of, looking it over. It's a phenomenal website. Can you talk a little bit about the Designers Tribe and other types of tribes that you have?
Sure. So the tribes are the team-based discipline groups. So each tribe is organized around its discipline. So the graphic design tribe works on graphic design projects. And so in this year, they've done graphic design zines. In the past, they've designed flyers and posters around an issue that they have identified. So in the tribes, our young people work on individual projects as well as group projects in their discipline. And that's where the media skill building takes place. So there are skill building workshops, there's one-on-one support between our fabulous team of teaching artists and our young people. And this is really where the formation of the community at the team level really takes hold, and just very positive connections are made there. The Photographers Tribe has been working on a What's My Story and a What's Your Story photo project. So through their photography skills, they're able to go out and learn about their own identities, express themselves, and then learn the stories of other people in their communities and in their families. And the Video Tribe is similarly working on individual and group projects around the theme of social justice and exploring their identities in their communities.
Can you talk a little bit more about partners and collaborations? What kind of community connections do you make?
Yes, we have a lot of wonderful, wonderful partners that we work with. We have a program called Common Ground that we're really excited about, where we work with Imagination Stage and YMCA Youth and Family Services and Arts on the Block to develop a mentor program where we work with high school mentors and to implement a summer program with middle school students in the Carroll Avenue, Quebec Terrace community. We have a partnership with the YMCA Youth and Family Services and Latin American Youth Centers to implement an upcoming Youth in Transitions project. And so we're able to provide the video component of different collaborations working with young people to bring together different tools and skills that they'll use to help them in their youth development. We're also this year really excited about a coalition that our executive director Richard Jaggi has been working on with several different organizations in Montgomery County who work and use video and media tools in their programming. And he's been working with these organizations to advocate at the county level to increase the resources that are available so that as county youth serving organizations that we will be able to better serve the youth across the county in a way that where Gandhi Brigade won't be the only youth media organization, but that we will be working with a team of other organizations, including Pyramid Atlantic, YMCA Youth and Family Services, Passion for Learning, the African Immigrant and Refugees Foundation, Community Bridges. I know I'm going to forget some because I don't have it written down in front of me.
You're doing a good job.
But there are many, the International Cultural Center, and there, I know I'm going to forget some, so I apologize if I'm leaving anyone out. But a lot of great organizations that are using media tools in the work that they do, and just seeing that media skills is really the way of the future, and being able to use these tools, use social media and film and video and photography and graphic design. In so many ways, this is the way that young people communicate, and being able to develop strengths and work with young people in ways that are really engaging to them helps us help them in their development.
Mallory, how can interested young people get involved in the Gandhi Brigade?
Well, first of all, please, please, please come out to our Youth Media Festival, which is next Saturday, May 31st at the Silver Spring Civic Building. The festival itself starts at noon, and the performances start at 5. If you're interested in coming out and participating in the 4-hour video competition, please send me an email at valerie@gandhibrigade.org and let me know if you'd like to register a team for that.
Did you say that email address?
Yes.
Slower.
Sure. Valerie, which is VALERIE, at Gandhi Brigade, which is GANDHIBRIGADE.org. And please come out to the festival. Please tell your friends and your family about this great event, and come and celebrate the great media work of young people. We're getting submissions from other parts of the country. So it's a celebration of youth media work in Montgomery County, as well as youth media work from far and wide. And also, if you're interested in participating in our program, Gandhi Brigade is a free program. And our programs take place in our program space in Marvin Memorial Church, which is at 35 University Boulevard East, and we're upstairs in the part of the building closest to the big parking lot. And our program begins in the fall. So around late summer, we're going to be doing our big push for recruitment and enrollment. And we're just always looking for new participants. We're very close to the Blair community, but we also have young people from Northwood High School, from Einstein High School, from Wheaton High School, and all young people are welcome. We primarily serve high school students, but we're also able to work with college-age youth as well.
Fantastic. Thank you, Valerie.
This is Montgomery Mosaic on 1450 WOL. We'll be right back.
At WOLDCnews.com.
Good morning. This WOL Traffic Update is brought to you by Food Lion, southbound Kenilworth Avenue.
The accident at Benning Road in the left lane, fuel spill there also. So it's still very slow heading south on the Baltimore-Washington Parkway from before 202 to enter the district and to head down 295. Still very heavy. Roadwork on the inner loop in Prince George's County southbound after Route 50 before 202 is in the left lane with a delay from 450. Looking for a new way to save? Check out FoodLion.com's MVP Coupon Hub. Visit the website and choose from hundreds of coupons to save on the products you love most. Food Lion, grocery shopping made sensible. Now, your WOL weather forecast brought to you by Jiffy Lube. For today, could see an afternoon shower or thunderstorm, a high in the low 80s. Tonight, becoming partly cloudy after midnight, down to 65. Tomorrow, an afternoon shower possible, high near 83. Stop by Jiffy Lube to get your ride road ready for summer. You might be surprised at the services they provide and all without an appointment. Visit jiffylubedc.com. Steve Hirschhorn for News Talk 1450 WOL, where information is power.
News updates on the web at WOLDCnews.com.
Welcome back to Montgomery Mosaic on 1450 WOL. Our next guest is Abraham Berhanu. Abraham is an alumnus and current volunteer with the Gandhi Brigade. Hello, Abraham.
How are you doing today?
Great. We'd like to welcome you to Montgomery Mosaic. We're glad to have you here today. How old were you when you first came to the Gandhi Brigade initially, and what led you to this organization?
I was around 15 in 2008, and I was in the mall. Was currently doing a music video for my cousin who's a musician. And we were just walking around the mall, and we walked past where the arcade used to reside. Mm-hmm. And that was the previous location of the Gandhi Brigade. And as we were looking into this glass building, and it was just a really beautiful sight. Like, everybody had a really good vibe you can pick up from the hallway. And
nice.
We saw a flyer that talked about the Youth Media Festival, and I went and talked to Richard, and he was very welcoming, and he was like, right away you felt like part of the family, and everybody was really inviting. Everybody was intrigued about what you knew, what you were doing. And through that, I just got sucked in, and they had a fantastic futon. You can just take a nap in, so that sealed the deal.
Oh, nice.
That's probably one of the best parts I'd enjoy. So what did you gain from the organization? How has it helped you and look at your approach to life, like your life vision?
Oh, I can definitely say it changed me as a person. I can definitely imagine that I'll be totally different in every way that I am. And I mean, it developed me as a creative character, you know, through the community, and it allowed me to get involved with other youth that had the same interest, and they had voices, but that really didn't know and that needed to use them through the community to show what they believed in. And that power, you know, on every other organization, I don't want to specifically say, but like there's an adult like power,
right?
The youth just kind of follow. But with the Gandhi Brigade, it's the youth that's really has the power, and that we kind of lead the programs that we do. We kind of brainstorm and create the ideas on what we want to speak about and who we want to listen.
So it sounds to me as though that the Gandhi Brigade shows you how to develop leadership skills and capabilities, correct?
Definitely, yes.
Okay. You're listening to Montgomery Mosaic. I'm Deb Milo, here with Ron Thompson, chatting with Abraham Berhanu of the Gandhi Brigade. I see that you're now a volunteer with the Gandhi Brigade. That's a wonderful opportunity. And it's good that you're willing to help others through a program that obviously has done a lot for you. So what lessons are you able to instill in the young people that I'm going to say mentor, I'll use the term mentor.
Well, the main thing is that we live in a really visually dominated world, and everywhere we go, we have messages being pushed on us. And I want to show the kids that they can use this medium and kind of reflect it back to whoever they want to be the audience for them. Whatever they want to get out of it, they can use these things, these tools to speak out and kind of express who they are and what they believe in. And that's what I want to show them.
So, learning through media concept, let's talk about that. The program reaches the young people through the media arts. Is this a particular avenue that you feel that truly reaches the population? The social media?
I definitely would say so, because we're immersed in Instagram, Facebook, and such, and we are always looking at images. And I myself, as a photographer and videographer, that's my perspective of the world. Everything I see is light, shapes, and photography and what it could be. And using that, I'm able to see the world in a whole new light. And learning through the media is pretty much what it does. It's showing kids how to use this power, this immense power that they can really instill within the community they live in, kind of show themselves and pop out as an entity within the community.
So what are the life skills? You always hear adults talk about, your career path, your life skills. What are some of the life skills, Abraham, that the Gandhi Brigade has taught you that you're going to carry over into choosing your career path? Let me ask you also, are you planning to choose photography as your vocation?
Yes, I currently have my photography and video company, and that's something that I wish to pursue in the future. But the one thing I really learned from Gandhi Brigade is really accepting and listening to other ideas. Because, everybody can talk, but somebody needs to listen, observe, and kind of reflect on that. And that's what the biggest thing I learned from Gandhi Brigade, because they accepted me, they listened to everything I said, all the crazy ideas I brought into the table to do.
No idea is crazy.
Yes, and they were really loving. They were like a big family. Old to young, everybody was accepting. They listen to what you have to say, and they give you their honest opinion. And through that what I learned is, if I listen and if I'm open to the world as they were to me, I can definitely have a better reflection and connection with the world that I live in.
So what I hear you saying is that you definitely absorb and you live the Gandhi principle, as Valerie referred to earlier.
Definitely do. Definitely.
And see, that's what you don't hear a lot of young people talk about, is it, Ron?
No, you don't. This is Montgomery Mosaic. We are talking with Abraham Berhanu. He is a youth volunteer with the Gandhi Brigade. One of the questions I had for you was about the new digital media lab.
All right. Well, the Digital Media Lab is a program that Gandhi Brigade is involved in, and it's held in the Piney Branch, Long Branch Library, and it's something that the youth can get involved into. Really, it's one of the ways that they can use this power to kind of show and be heard within the community.
Okay. A little bit about your personal background and how the Gandhi Brigade has not only changed your life, but what you brought to the Gandhi Brigade.
Well, I'll say I'm very unconventional in the way I learn and the way I do my projects. To a lot of people, they pick words and they write a paragraph. Me, I write a paragraph to just find a couple of words. So, and in doing that, the Gandhi Brigade really allowed me to develop and kind of evolve the character I am. And, as a storyteller, that's one thing they pushed me in connecting me with the Docs in Progress and all other people that I've met through Gandhi Brigade. And it evolved me as a storyteller and as a character in the world, and really it changed the perspective I have and how I communicate with the world and how the world communicates with me as well.
So talk a little bit about why young people should become a part of the Gandhi Brigade.
Well, nowadays the youth don't really have many opportunities to really spend their time wisely. We can wander around malls, we can be consumers, we can really be lost souls, but we don't communicate with one another. We don't have the same connection with the earth or any other people. We're always immersed in our cell phones. And the Gandhi Brigade, it just creates an environment where you can collaborate and work with other youth around the same age or older, and it's youth-led, so it's not really, you're not being led, you're the leader. And being a leader, again, it gives you a certain power and mentality to really bring something within you so you can grow up in an empowered way.
Can you talk for a minute about the Social Justice Summer?
Yes, the Social Justice Summer is one of the fantastic opportunities the Gandhi Brigade has. It doesn't even take the whole summer, so it's a fantastic way to have fun and also work. And they let you pick a couple of categories and a couple of projects, and through that, the youth with their mentors and facilitators, they are given a project, they develop this project, and they work with one another, they meet people, they interview, they are forced to, even if they need to walk out on the street and talk to random people, get their perspectives on things. It allows them to broaden their perspective on one subject that they pick and kind of do a reflective project on that. And it's a good way, and I mean, it's a very fantastic way to really keep the mind occupied and still have fun during the summer.
This is Montgomery Mosaic with Ron Thompson and Deb Milo talking with Abraham Berhanu of the Gandhi Brigade. Can you talk a little bit more, Abraham, about some of your work that you've done as a videographer?
All right. Well, I have my main introduction was filmmaking with short videos and such, and I got into the first projects I did, where I was involved in the 4-hour film festival that you guys just recently heard about. It used to be a 1-hour film festival, so we had to make the whole film in 1 hour. And within the first introduction to the Gandhi Brigade, I created a little group, and I made that 1 hour piece. And after that, I just worked with Docs in Progress and the storytelling and documentary filmmaking aspects. And from that, just learning different parts of the production process.
Okay. Well, see, all that is technical information that I probably wouldn't even understand. Ron probably has a much better grasp on that than I do. Can you talk a little bit also, just kind of give a few final comments about how young people can see themselves as part of the Gandhi Brigade and what it will do for them as they move on in life?
Well, the Gandhi Brigade, it's a one thing that really what the world really needs at the moment. And it's a really peace-driven and really that empowers the youth. And that's what I think the youth are really missing, something that empowers them. And by joining the Gandhi Brigade, they'll really have a fun time, meet different characters, and they will be allowed to develop who they are, and they develop the voice they have within the community.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking forward to this festival on the 31st because listening to you speak about the young folks and the media and how they're using it, I can't wait to see this in action, especially from young people, because right now when you look at the social media and how young people use it now just to create videos, some of them, they don't have to be very professional like, you know what I mean? They don't have to be like in MSNBC or whatever. These people just go out and shoot. They shoot what they see. They shoot what they feel.
Right.
And sometimes these videos are short. They're maybe 2 minutes or so. But it describes the moment. It describes something that took place. And they do very good work too.
They definitely do. And as a young kid, like I can tell you that we are always taking pictures, we're always making videos, and we could give them a purpose. It's something that we do every day, and just make them meaningful. Before photography and videography, in the film days, it took time. Nobody
film days. He
yes.
said that like that was
said
so
it.
long ago. The film days.
Oh yes,
Right.
Believe me, as a young kid, everybody expects me to be in the digital
boy.
age, but I love the film because it limits you and it makes you
Right.
you need to be dedicated to what you do. But now it's very fast.
You're gonna make me hide all my photographs.
Okay, as long as he doesn't say anything about records, okay? As long as he doesn't say anything about 45s and, yeah.
I collect records, so
Do
I'm
you
a big
really?
fan. Yes, I do.
Okay. He's still with us there.
He's still with us, then we're okay. Anything that you want to tell our listening audience, Abraham, about what you hope to see?
Well, I hope to see that they find their voice, something that empowers them, something that gives them their passion, something that drives them towards the future, a better future that they want to get.
Okay, fantastic. Well, Ron, as always, this has been a really great program. We learned a lot about the Gandhi Brigade and the wonderful programs that it offers. We'd like to thank our guests, Valerie Graham and Abraham Berhanu. Tune in again next month at the same time for another Montgomery Mosaic on 1450 WOL, WPRS HD2, and worldwide on WLDCnews.com. Until next time, stay inspired.